Shoot. Morning, guys. Let's give you some time for people to join us. Yeah, just kind of waiting for critical mass here, guys, before we get started. Apologize for the little confusion to start here. Voice check. You guys hear me okay? Using a little bit of a different mic today. See if it sounds better from yesterday. Okay, good. We'll just we'll give a few minutes here. I'm not kind of tied to so much to time here, so we'll give folks here to kind of a chance to join, um, and then we'll get started. To have can watch the gold market take place. All right. Yeah, no Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah, guys, I'm just waiting for folks to get join us here. We're in double digits and kind of have a certain number in my mind before we start. All right, we got about 13 folks here. Hey, Akshath, Frizu, welcome. Yeah, uh, don't be. Don't, I think most of you are subscribers, but yeah, don't be shy on the likes, guys. Yeah, we're going to be switching between views here in a minute. I just all right. So we're about 16. Just waiting for that magic 20, guys. Before I get started. In the meantime, guys, don't be afraid to hit the like button. Um, okay, 17. All right. Okay, guys. Just as we're waiting here, guys, we all understand that it's kind of a brief. I don't have a kind of verbal risk disclosure here. This is purely for educational purposes. I'm not here to give investment advice. We all understand that trading futures is risky, and that we need to take or at least plan for any sort of adverse event that could affect our accounts, and that we should take appropriate steps to mitigate. Okay, future trading is risky, and we do have the possibility of losing more than what's in our accounts and be held responsible for that. The my views here are purely educational. I'm not here to give any sort of investment advice on any instrument or stock or what have you. And that you need to use that information as a result, right? So, all right, yeah, definitely risky business. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here, guys. Looks like we're kind of capped off here, so we'll wait for others to join here. Let's see if I can zoom into screen here. We'll go ahead and move in here. All right, so as we normally do, guys, we always start with a review of the economic calendar. Okay, so looking at the economic calendar for today, we do really only have actually one major event, and that event has already taken place. And the event that I'm speaking of is the initial jobless claims, which appears to have come in higher than planned. Okay, so about 9,000 more claims than what was expected. And that's really honestly the only bit of news here that I guess could have had an impact on the market. We do have a couple of two-star events here. We do have Fed's balance sheet coming out here at 2:30, not 2:30, 4:30, and we also have FOMC member Barkin speaking at 12:15, and pretty much it. So pretty light on the news front. Okay, so hopefully that whatever impact the news has had on the markets just settle down here and hopefully give us opportunities. So let's go ahead and get started with the gold market. Okay, trying to find my. Uh, let's see here. Oops, it's not what I wanted to see. Shoot. All right, here we go. Oh, shooting up like a rocket. Um, all right, let's see if I can expand this. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the daily. I've gone ahead and marked the various prices here, but we'll come to that here in a minute. Let's take a quick look at the daily here. All right, so the daily is opening up here. Oops, I'm not even looking at what is going on. Let's go back to GC. Sorry, guys. Okay, here's the GC market. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up here. Move to the daily. What this move here over a little bit. Okay. All right, let's move this over here. All right, some important levels that I've been asked to kind of communicate a little bit more clearly. There they are. But let's go ahead and start with the daily, guys. Just kind of quick look at the daily. Okay, let's go here. All right, getting a little better. Move this over to the side. Okay, so here we are. Zoom in a little bit further. All right. As you can see here, we've been on a steady climb in the gold market. We do have a developing bearish candle here, pretty much at the top of the market. I think we're at some supplies, maybe have already made some all-time highs in the market. In any case, we do have a developing bearish candle in an otherwise bullish channel. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the daily. On the 4 hour, we have already created a series of bearish candles. Okay, just trying to get zoom in here a little bit so it makes it a little bit more visible. A little bit more. Bring this down here a little bit. Okay, so it looks like we've already reached ADR. Okay, again, we have we are still very much in a bullish move here. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can temporarily close ADR here for a second. Just make it a little bit less busy. Go ahead and do this. All right, so the I had to change this settlement price here in the orange. But in any case, guys, you can see here that we are indeed in a um, bullish channel. Okay, bullish channel in gold. Okay, right, bullish channel. Right now, we obviously are having some bearish activity at the moment, but notice how price is stalled at the bottom end of the channel. Okay, so a series of bearish candles, but coming up now into some areas where it could be potentially supportive. I see some areas here below that could also be supportive. Maybe a demand area here at I don't know, is this 2294, 2294 ish, maybe 2295 could be supportive in the market. Going to the 30-minute chart. Okay. Um, don't know what happened to my. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so let's do that here. Close this up and widen this out. Okay. Try to make this as wide as I can. Make it very visible for everyone, including me. All right. Okay. So we've already reached the ADR low. Okay. Trying to fit this all on one screen. It's always a challenge. Okay, we've already hit ADR low, and the ADR low here is what is it? It's let's see if I can stretch this out a little bit more. Oh, can't make that out actually. I don't know what happened to my little table I had created earlier. Um, yeah, let's call it. I don't. I want to say 2295, 2295 maybe. Let's see if I can switch here over to the daily here. See if I can locate that little table I had created earlier. Kind of. I don't know what happened to it. Lost my little table. Okay. Well, in any case, guys, let's go back to 30-minute. Yeah, so we are coming off of ADR low. I will add the table back here in a minute once I get to. It looks like it's changed the rendering here on the YouTube. to a very hard font for me to read. So just keep stretching here. Yeah, let's call it 2305, 23053, looks like, on the bottom side. Okay, ADR low. And then on the top side, we have, oh, jeez. Okay, where's the top side? Top side is, looks like about 2336, 7, 2336.7, what it looks like on the top side. Okay. So we're currently at a level here, right? That could potentially provide us an opportunity to the long side, okay, off of ADR, okay. ADR low. We have settlement price here, looks like at 23, let's call it 2315, okay, 2315. So we have settlement price is 2315. We have, let's go ahead and open up our um, fixed range volume profile. So we'll go ahead and locate the 830 bar from yesterday, drag that across to the 130 bar or 430 bar, right about there. Okay. So here we are. We're inside value, all right? Opened inside value and up against an ADR zone. So again, certainly a very good location currently for a possible reversal. Okay, in price, we've already received a bullish candle, and we're currently kind of testing that level as we speak here. Okay, so if I'm a buyer, well, I'm at a good location now. Um, we are developing the initial balance range, so I'll go ahead and draw that in. So this is the initial balance high for now, and this is the what candle now? We're already past 6. Okay, initial balance high, and this is the initial balance low. Okay, so this is kind of the basically the first 30 minutes of the range, or first first hour of the range, high low. Okay, so as I mentioned, bullish. We're already at a position where we could see a reversal bullish here. Okay. Um, Another area of interest would probably be value area low. Okay. Down here at, looks like, let's see, go down here. Value area low at, let's call it, I don't know, 20, what is it? 2288, somewhere in that range. 2288. Value area low would also be a good location, but we're already getting a little bit of reaction off ADR. So it'll be interesting to see how the price continues to react off of ADR. Okay. If I'm a seller, well, I'd like to be a seller up at VWAP or settlement price. Those would be my two areas, and maybe value area high here based on this view here. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see, okay, how this plays out. Right now, I would probably give it a little bit of an edge to the bulls just because of the location it's currently in. Okay. But otherwise, the market has been a little bit on the downside. Okay. As we reviewed in the daily and the 4 hour. So we have to be cautious and demand, excellent location. And ADR is one of those locations. If I'm a seller and I'm more of a believer in this kind of move that we've had, at least in the overnight and into today, then I need to wait for price to get up to VWAP and maybe back up to settlement price and look for a potential continuation bearish move. Okay. So let's take a peek here and see if there's any questions. Okay, no real question. So let's go ahead and move to the crude oil chart. Crude oil. Oh, where is crude oil? Okay, with no crude oil. Interesting. All right, let's put that in. Okay, here's crude oil. And this is the 30-minute chart. So let's pop open the daily chart. So looking at the daily, similar to oh, there they are. So here's the here are the levels. Okay, so we have settlement at 85.45. We have ADR high at 86.44 and ADR low at 84.88. Okay, so you can kind of make a note of that. I'm not sure what happened to those on the gold chart. I had created similar levels there for gold. Okay, but you guys can kind of make a note of that. But in any case, uh, daily is still very much bullish. Okay, we have maybe a couple of candles here in the last couple of days, a little bit of a neutral candle, I guess, maybe because of EIA. People were kind of waiting. And today we are developing a bearish kind of engulfing candle, but otherwise it's in very much a bullish market here. Okay, so daily I would say bullish. Probably we're up at some sort of supply level here at 86. All right. Um, moving to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so 4-hour chart, kind of creating a little bit of a series of candles here that would speak to maybe pricing that might be a little bit toppy, right? We got a little bit of a rounding top here forming in crude oil. All right, so which could lead us to maybe some price movement lower. Okay, maybe back down to some of these levels that we're seeing here around. This level here is kind of calling my attention down over here. Let's say call it 83, 83, 45 seems like a reasonable level. 83.45, kind of a 4-hour demand. It is already kind of reacting off of a higher demand here at 84.80. Okay, that seems to be kind of another area that for a potential reversal in price. Okay, so let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. So 30-minute chart, we are already at settlement, kind of hovering around VWAP. Okay, it's going to kind of stretch this out here a little bit more. Bear with me, guys, as I fight my computer. All right, so here we are hovering around settlement price. We've already kind of reacted away from it, and it appears that we've actually even reacted away from the ADR zone that we had talked about already. Let's call it, was that 84.90, looks like. 84.90. Looks like it's reacted off of 84.90, right, which is the ADR level for on the low side, 84.90. And then on the top side, let's see this, see if I can find it. Yeah, so see if I can find it here. It's way up there. Okay, maybe I found it here. All right, so this level is wow. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's underneath something here, and I can't really make it out. So let's see. Looks like it's 86.43, 86.43 on the top side for ADR high. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up our fixed range volume profile, and we'll locate the 9 o'clock bar for Wednesday. Drag that across to 4:30, and we are below value. Okay, so we're below value. We're below VWAP. We're below settlement price. So these are all indicators that maybe there's some price action, although we are reacting off of ADR. Okay. Really, in order for me to really be interested to the long side, I would need to see price close above VWAP for one, and ideally above settlement price. Okay, maybe above this structure here, then maybe I might start to feel more interested in the longs. Okay, so right now we're starting to see a little bit of kind of bearish price structure, although we have hit a level ADR low, and which could lead us to potentially higher prices. But honestly, just to make sure that I'm not going to stay kind of stuck in this range, I'd like to see if price does break above settlement price, close above settlement price, and then potentially participate off of settlement price from the top side. Okay. So break of settlement, test of top side, heading higher. Okay. Assuming that I'm interested in the long. If I'm interested in the short, well, I have settlement price here as a reference. It already kind of reacted away from it. I'm not really too keen on the fact that the moment it made this kind of more how we say conviction candle here was not able to really follow through with that with anything and close. So obviously they've entered some territory here where there are some buyers here down at 86.20. All right. So the question is who's going to win this battle here? Is it this person who made this commitment to the downside, or has he or she come into some area where there's buyers? So if I'm a seller, I'm at a good level currently, with a off of VWAP and off of settlement price. If I'm a buyer, I have it in my corner. I have a reaction off of ADR low, but on the as far as a buyer goes, I'd like to see price get above settlement price and above this price structure before I guess I'm really willing to commit to that. Okay. Until then, I'm kind of leaning probably a little bit more bearish, I would say, until this structure is broken to the upside. All right. So we have also some visual levels here above at value area low. Okay. At 84, 86. 61 value area low. That could also offer another area for continuation move to the downside. Okay. So yeah, not super clean, guys. To be honest with you, I see a lot of wicks on both ends. Not really a clear market for me to read at the moment. So we'll have to remain patient and look for opportunities maybe later in the session. Okay. So let's go ahead and move into the NASDAQ. Okay, so here are my levels. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and call those out. All right, here are my levels. We have settlement price at 18,330. We have ADR high at 18,487. And we have ADR low at 18,290. Okay, so I'm not gonna move too much chart because I think we all know that we've been in this bearish, not bearish, but bullish move in the market in equity markets. So I'm just gonna hang out here on the 30-minute. Provided you guys some levels here. We've already exceeded ADR to the upside, which could it be an indication that we might be in sort of an abnormal move to the ups, kind of more of a sustained auction to the upside when we break ADR so early. Okay, So let's locate the fixed range volume profile here. Bum, bum, bum. Fixed range volume profile. I'm going to go back to the 6:30 bar from or 9:30 bar from Wednesday, right about there. Drag that across to the 4:30 bar, right there. Okay, so we are above value. Okay, market is about 10 minutes away from opening, and we're well above value here. Okay, well above value, and well not only well above value, but we've broken ADR to the upside. Okay, so when we break ADR to the upside so early, again as I mentioned, it could lead to potential higher prices. Right, it could be in a kind of a unidirectional day in the Nasdaq. All right, we'll have to see what the open brings us, but obviously, at the moment, I would say that bulls are in control, and they have been in control for some time. Okay, we have settlement price at 18,330. Okay, that would offer that would offer us an opportunity, but we have some some interference here at VWAP as well as value area high that could be supportive a lot earlier, and price may not get there, at least not today, right? I would expect that value area high could provide us or could provide an area for support in the Nasdaq market here. Okay, and also VWAP. Okay, so let's see value. Let's see if I can call out this value area high. Um, was it 18 460 maybe would be an area that I would be kind of penciling in as an area should price come back. Should price come back, okay, that would be a nice area on the support side. Now, the more difficult part is how do we arrive at an area um, for reversal. Okay, well we've already exceeded ADR. Okay, so now we need to look at maybe some maybe prior ADR here. Okay, or a supply area above. Let's call it maybe 18,600. All right, 18,600 might be an area, maybe slightly below that. 18,575 could be an area where we could see some resistance, because I am seeing that it is coming into a supply zone there. Okay, so that could be an area for potentially looking to fade the market a bit. Okay, difficult to fade a market that's coming in so strong already so early in the market, but nonetheless, this area could provide us something in the way of a reversal. Okay, let's go ahead and take a peek here, see if there's any other questions before I move on. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at the ES. Okay, all right. ES also followed the footsteps or led, which I'm not sure, but um, oh, shoot. Okay, so similar to Nasdaq. Okay, let's go ahead and draw in our volume profile right about there. Okay, drag that across to that right about there. Okay, so like Nasdaq, ES S&P is well above, or looks to be open well above value from yesterday. Okay, it's already exceeded ADR to the upside. Um, so as far as looking to participate in this market to the long side, well, I would have to certainly the bulls are in control, okay? Would have to wait for VWAP at let's say 52, is it 52.65, 52.65.40, okay? That also happens to be kind of around the area for value area high, okay? Potentially the top end of ADR, okay? Top end of ADR, let's call it uh I don't know, 53.92.75, 53.92.75 on the top side, could provide an area of support, okay, for a continuation trade to the upside. Um, as far as what could stop this freight train, well, we probably need, again, similar to what I was saying with regard to the Nasdaq, we probably need to take a look at some supply levels to the left here, maybe on a higher time frame chart. Okay, I have this line in blue drawn. 50, what is that? 53.14, 53.14.50. That could be an area, right, where price could potentially stall. 53.14.50 is an area to the short side, okay? Because we've already exceeded. And then the other thing that we also want to keep in mind, guys, is once the market opens and we draw in our initial balance ranges, the initial balance, the edges of the initial balance could offer us some opportunities as well. They could also act as levels, right? So those would be kind of the areas that I would be focused in um, on ES. Yeah, IB edges, supply zones on a higher time frame, for areas for possible reversal. If I'm long, well, I can't. It's very difficult for me to be long here up at the tops. I need to see some sort of retracement back to some sort of level. I've already mentioned ADR to the tops on the top side, being such a level that we can use to support our longs. Okay. Quick peek. Yeah, IB edges from prior days and is definitely another area. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at one last move here, guys. One last market, and that is the Dow. All right, so let's take a look at the Dow. OYM. That didn't take. Why didn't it take? YM. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so here we are. Our levels. I had kind of prepared prior here, so here are our levels that we should care about. We have settlement price in this particular market would serve as an area of support. ADR low, again, another area of support at 39,336, 39,666. That sounds a little ominous. Um, would have been an area of resistance that's since has been exceeded, and I would say that area is probably going to be an area that maybe we could look for support to the upside. Okay, now that we've exceeded it, all right. Um, where could price stall? Well, we have settlement price from uh, day prior. Okay, this area here at let's call it, what is this, 39,900. Okay, 39,900 could be an area for resistance. Okay, in this current, let me widen this out here a little bit. It's probably really small, right? 39,900 could be an area here up at the top for this area to kind of stall and reverse. That would be one level I would kind of mark in. And then similar to what I said about um, the other markets, the initial balance range will offer us an opportunity here. Okay, so we are a couple of minutes away from the open of the market here. I want to kind of wrap it up with any other comments I'd like to make. I do want to draw in the initial balance range, not the initial balance range, volume profile. Okay, and then I'll close off with that and any comments and bid you guys adieu because I know that some of you trade the open here. So that is okay, right about there. Okay, drag that across to there. Right there. Okay. So similar to the other markets, guys, we are above value. Value area high will definitely provide us something here, as a potential. Um, right down here at looks like what is this? 39,600. Okay. Just above 39,600, maybe into 39,605. Could offer another area for potential support here, guys. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at the chat here. I know that went a little bit longer, guys. I was having a little bit of a challenge with the computer. Bum. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys with respect to the markets today. We do have the open. I'll let you guys work through that. So yeah, I'll catch you again tomorrow morning. Otherwise, you can catch me in the Coach Ray's channel for those who are top step folks. Otherwise, trade well, trade safe, guys, and have an excellent trading day. Don't be as you leave the door, guys. Don't be if you're a new subscriber. Don't be afraid to leave your likes um, and subscribe to the channel so you guys can get updates as updates happen. So again, guys, trade well, trade safe, and I'll see you guys all in the morning.